Is your truck making this noise?
What the hell is that?
This video we're going to show you guys what it is and how to fix it.
What's the noise? It's vibrating the whole truck. Could be there?
It might be there. No, it could be. Okay, whatever. I got Ethan with me.
I'm voluntarily.
Shove my armpit in your face if you keep talking.
Oh, you kidding me. You ready to get it back in, Ethan?
No. Do you want me to finger your truck? How do I get this bitch in?
Look at how much it's spreading.
This sucks.
Just spread it. It's out. That sucked, Ethan. It's technically not easier. It's still. Hey guys, hello, we keep it dirty off-road. If your truck is making this noise, you're probably really worried about what has to happen next. Possibly read the forums and are freaking out over the repair. In this video, we're going to show you guys the process of how to confirm it and then how to fix it. And we're going to use another YouTube channel's fix. We're going to make sure we give him all the credit in the world and link him below because he was the first one to figure that out.
What's the noise?
Okay, go ahead and hop in on the other side, Ethan. I was at the mid 400 and mid-race, I turned on my AC and this is what happened.
It's vibrating the whole truck.
There is something in the blower motor that's causing it to be off balance. And when it's off balance, it spins so fast that it makes that noise and it vibrates the whole cab. This is just a symptom of the actual problem. What I suspect is happening based on all the videos and all the forums that we've already searched for is that blend door actuator motor has broken the gear tab off the little flap that switches between recirculating the air inside the cab or getting fresh air from the outside. And if you read the forums, the only way to repair that is to take the whole dash out. You have to take the center console. Yes, I know I have an aftermarket center console, so it's going to be easier for us. If you guys want to learn how to remove the center console, we actually have a video on that.
Yeah, it's going to be like right there. Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
There.
It could be right there.
No, it'll be here.
It'll be there?
It might be there.
It might be
No,
there?
it could be. Okay, whatever. Then you have to remove everything here. You have to remove the whole dash. I think you have to remove the console to access everything that is in there.
Bullshit.
In order to replace the whole piece that moves and closes the door. It takes 3 bolts to take the motor out so that we can confirm the issue. We're going to try somebody else's fix. Now, this fix comes from Jake at Motors and Mischiefs. All credit goes to this man for figuring out a way to fix this without having to tear apart the whole dash. So if you guys want to get a deeper dive on how to do this, I highly recommend you check out his video. The man was a pioneer. He, as he said in his video, he made history by being able to do the repair without taking out the whole dash. So we're going to try it. I got Ethan with me.
Not voluntarily.
To use his little hands, because you do need little hands in order to do this. And we are going to need a couple specialized tools. So today,
You're special.
we're going to start off with first confirming the issue, getting the motor taken out, confirm it. Then we'll order the parts, and then we'll get the major fix going in, and it's a doozy. Let's get to it. Okay. First of all, to confirm the problem, you're going to need to get under here and locate the motor. That right there is the blower motor for the whole AC system. You need to disconnect it. I think it's 3 bolts. Pop off the motor, and that'll let us confirm if that blend door actuator was the one that actually broke. Now, the blend door actuator is actually sitting behind all this. Even if you take the airbag off, you take all that shit off, you cannot get to that part easily to be able to replace the whole part. You have to take the whole dash out, steering column, center console, and I think I even heard that you have to discharge your AC system in order to take the dash out. I'm gonna get my little contortionist over here, Ethan, with his tiny little hands
Voluntarily.
to get in there and get it out. All right, to make it easier on Ethan, we are doing kind of a lay down creeper.
If I fall and break my neck, I'm protecting you.
We got 2 boards with the little cushion there at the end, so you can lay down and do this. Let's do a 8. I think I tried a 7 and I think it was too small.
8 works.
8 works?
We don't have the actual attachment.
Damn you!
Go fast.
Oh no!
Yeah, the last one will be difficult to get.
Get it?
Where'd that boat go?
So I just remembered I bought these from Harbor Freight. So I think these are going to rescue us, right? That'll make it easier. Let's take this along, Ethan.
Oh my god, shut up.
I'm not your god, Ethan.
Oh.
I'm just your father.
Oh, that makes it even better.
Ethan, I am your father.
No! It can't be true!
Is that making it easier?
Yep.
So having a ratchet with a pivoting head makes a difference. By the way, did you disconnect the motor?
I'm supposed to disconnect it?
Yeah, there's a little connection to it.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Well, let's get that disconnected too.
Okay, let's disconnect it. Are you disconnected? Someone move this phone out of my way? Like, God.
Now, this is why we got Ethan to help us out here, because this is a tedious job. It's also not a bad idea to get the chair out, because that's just digging it back, and it's just hurts.
Really? I didn't want to do that, so no. Because I'm the one putting it back in.
It's only 4 bolts. It wouldn't take that long.
Yes, but I'm the one putting it back in, so no.
You got to wiggle it.
Oh, really?
Just a little bit. Ethan, you're like bending all kinds of
I know, shut up. You want to get in here and do it?
I mean, if you
I
want me
think
to, show you how it's done. The young whippersnappers, all they do is bitch. You're not doing like a couple of ticks at a time. What the
I know,
fuck?
shut up. I'll shove my armpit in your face if you keep talking.
Ugh. We had to break out the fan because Ethan's not wearing deodorant again, and it's getting downright offensive.
I smell nice. I don't know what you're talking about.
It might smell good to a dung beetle, but that's about it.
And a stink bug if you don't know.
Ugh, gross. All right, so here's the moment of truth. We've been wiggling it out, and there it is. Ah, you're kidding me. That's the root of our problem. Just like you see on all the forums, this right here, that goes to the blend actuator motor, and this side goes to the flap. And this is actually a design flaw from Ford, because the way this works is motor's connected to this side, and you would think the motor has a stop to keep it from going in each direction, but it doesn't. It actually keeps turning until it feels resistance. And once it feels a certain amount of resistance, then it'll stop. Problem is that this is a plastic piece, so it's constantly torquing this piece that eventually it breaks. See that little flap up there? That right there is what moves and makes the difference between, am I using recirculated air or am I using air from the outside? If we move this panel, we can kind of see part of it back there. The little green screw, that right there is the actual motor. Come on, focus. We're going to try to use the split method to try to get back there and change that flap out. So this right here is connected to that flap that we showed you guys under there. Unfortunately, they don't just sell the flap. I wish they did. It would be so much cheaper. We have to order that whole box assembly that holds it. It's about $105, $115 piece. For now, we're going to get that motor back in so that we can use it. It's going to take a couple days for the part to come in. You ready to get it back in, Ethan?
No.
All right, Ethan, I'm going to need you to put your hand in there and feel for the flap.
You want me to finger your truck?
No, technically you're going to be fisting her.
Move it around?
Yep, you should be able to move it around. Can you move it back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Now that's not connected to that recirculate button, and that's where you got to fix. You technically could leave that like that, but you don't know if you're recirculating air or you're getting air from the outside, which may suck on a really hot day or a really cold day. You want to be able to recirculate the air. So this is something that I do want to fix because we get such climate extremes here in California, so we are going to fix it eventually. But for today, we're just putting the motor back.
Yeah, I can see what broke. Okay.
Okay.
Why is there plastic in it?
It's all plastic.
No, but there's actually like a plastic bag.
What do you mean there's a plastic bag? There shouldn't be a plastic bag.
Here, give me your phone.
What the hell is that plastic bag? Yeah, Ethan, if you can reach that, please get it. That's probably why our airflow has been so fucked up. How the hell did that get in there? Again,
Look at all the dust in it.
Again, guys, all the drawbacks of not having a proper filter on these trucks, and another reason why I recommend that other filter, even though it does restrict flow a little bit, you don't want this shit in there, because I've been having problems with the flow in my truck. Now we know why. All right, Ethan, when you get a chance, let's start getting that back in.
Okay.
And you are going to need both hands for this, so I'll hold the flashlight. Don't yell at me.
It's okay for you to yell at me?
Yeah, I'm the father. Remember, Ethan? I am your father.
No, it can't be true. How do I get this bitch in?
Are you trying to do abracadabra? You got it in?
You're in, you bitch.
Is it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are the bolts?
Here,
I need one.
Here.
Just one.
Okay.
I can't see.
There you go. That's one. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I hope I'm not blocking your view.
You're not really. No.
Good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sweet.
This part is hard to film and it's hard to perform, guys. So sorry we don't have any close-ups.
Yeah, I'm showing my belly over here. This shirt's too small. Stop it, don't poke. There we go. I'm gonna need that ratchet. That ratchet thing.
Okay, moment of truth. Gonna turn our AC back on. Turn our fan all the way up. See what happens. I got no fan. Did you forget to do something?
Oh wow, look at that. It's not hooked up.
I wonder why it wasn't working.
I wonder. I think it's hooked up.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Look at that. That's full blast. The only thing we don't have is that. That doesn't actually work because it's got no gear to touch. Damn it! Now we got to replace that door. So next step, guys, I got to get the part in so I can do the replacement. This is such a common problem that my local dealer actually has one in stock. It's a little too late now to go get it. It's already the afternoon, but I'm going to go ahead and order it in. It should come in like 2-3 days shipping. And then this weekend, we'll come back and we're going to try that weird fix and try to split that box and use Ethan's skinny hands to try to fix it so I can have recirculating air. So it's been a few days and we got the part in that we needed. So this is that piece that goes right in there, right by that light. The part that broke off is this little bit right there. And that flap that I was showing you guys is this. If it's like this, it's letting fresh air in from outside. If it's like that, the air recirculate from inside the cab. Now, for whatever reason, we had a plastic bag sitting right here that I don't know how it got sucked up in there. We need to take the motor out from this side. There's 2 bolts. So we need to take it out just enough so that it's not hitting on the gear. So that should be relatively easy because we can exit from one side. I think this bolt's the only concern. I want to take both of those bolts out and I want to try to do those and see if I can just get away with just taking those 2 out and being able to split this enough to get that piece out. And we're going to practice with this piece. And this all comes from Motors and Mischief channel. So if you haven't tried it, he does a really good job of explaining how to do it. So we're going to try to replicate it and hopefully it works. By the way, this is an 8mm. This is not going to be easy. Okay. Yeah. Gotta get this side out first. Look at that. Look how much it's spreading. Slowly work it out. There you go. I think we're going to have to do the same thing when we put it back in. Now I am going to be disconnecting the airbag because I want a little bit more space. So that means I got to disconnect the battery so that it doesn't blow up in my face. Now you guys don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it because I want the extra space in there to be able to see and to be able to get to the bolts. Now first step, we got to get this out of here. Let's see if I can remove those 2 bolts and disconnect the flap. That's out. So that's going to give me a little bit more room to work with. So it's 3 bolts underneath that get it out. For the airbag, those 3 got to come out and then we should be able to pop off the airbag. Give it a little bit of a push. Now we got to disconnect it and it's got a connection on each side. Pinch. The airbag is out. That gives me a little bit of extra visibility in there. Not much, but a little bit. Next, we're gonna take this guy out. So one of the bolts we need to get out is that green one. And I think that green one's probably the easiest one to get to. The others, you can kind of see it behind that cable. And right there. That green one's next. All the way in the back. Oh my God. I can't film this, guys. Sorry. Apologize, guys. This is very difficult to film, especially by yourself. Damn it. I lost the bolt. First rear bolt is out. So those connectors right there are making it very difficult to do anything. So I think I'm going to take those out just so it's a little bit easier. Okay, so using that and an 8mm bit, I went ahead and disconnected this little piece right here. That gives you the option to angle it so I can get my hand in without getting it all tore up. And hopefully that'll give me the ability to get to that top green bolt. I know you can barely see it. This sucks. I think I got enough to get that to split. First, I had to take the damn motor out again. Oh, it never ends. So I got the first 2 bolts out, but the last one's tough. I got Ethan helping me out. This is the actual piece that's in there. We've taken this bolt out for the motor, so at least I can pop off the motor. And then we're taking that one and that one off, so that at least that'll give us the ability to spread it. Now, as far as how much it'll let us spread, I don't know. But I'm hoping it's enough for us to get the pieces out.
Sweet. Yeah.
Motor's out.
He tried to jam a thingy into his truck. Want me to see?
Everything's fucking way. I couldn't be in a worse fucking spot.
So where is it? Oh, that's it right there, the bolts, right?
Yeah, the bolt's already disconnected. It's just a matter of splitting it.
A few moments later.
Okay, we did find that we had to take additional bolts out. So right now, we're taking this one out and this one out so that it can split. And we're hoping after those, it'll split enough so we can take it out. One was easy enough. The other one, Ethan's kind of struggling.
Sometimes it pays to be small.
Yeah, sometimes it does.
Little by little.
He's way back there somewhere. So the other one was over there. Hopefully it's enough.
1 hour later.
And just like that, it's out. That sucked, Ethan.
Did you see how I had to break it?
Oh yeah, it is broken on the end, huh?
I had to basically bend it out.
But it's out. Your hands hurt?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's the easy part.
I have to get it in.
Now we got to get this part in, and this is not going to be easy.
Don't we have to take...
Yep, this is the harder part. I'm gonna try it first. You take a break, and then we'll give it again. And sorry, guys, we can't film this because this is just long and tedious.
Of an area.
Yeah, it's long and tedious. It took us a good 45 minutes to 1 hour just to pull that out. So it takes a long time, and there's not that much room. My turn to try to push this in.
5 hours later.
So this is by far the hardest part.
Infinitely.
So Ethan and I got it wedged in there, but the little nib is in the way. Ethan's trying to get it coaxed in there, get that little piece on. Now this one, we don't want to break it. But this is not easy, guys. Not at all.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
After struggling for how long, Ethan? 2 hours?
This shit.
2 hours?
Easy.
We finally got it in. It's moving freely-ish. Unfortunately, I did break the motor bracket, so it's not going to be held on 3 points. It's only going to be held on 2. Hopefully that's enough.
You won't. We could take the motor bracket out and super glue it.
We'd always buy another motor. The motor's going to be easy to switch. It's a bitch of a job. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back and put it all together. So I've been struggling to get the motor back in, and then I just realized it's got arrows. Basically, I had to connect it, and then I turn on the truck until the arrows lined up, and hopefully that makes it easier. Because that's been a bitch to get back in. So we got it installed. It seems to be working okay with just one screw, but it was a bitch to get in there. All right, guys, so it's the next day. I definitely ran out of steam yesterday from being all stuck up in there. I mean, my arms are all tore up. Had scars everywhere. Fisting her all day yesterday. It was not an easy changeover. So the solution for Motors and Mischiefs, it actually did work. There was only one drawback though. In order for us to get it in, we had to kind of bend that flap so it's a little warped, so the movement is not as fluid as it should be. It does get a little stuck sometimes. And then also installing the motor was a pain in the butt, because what happens is that motor, once that tab breaks, that motor just keeps spinning until it gets resistance. So if the tab breaks, there's no resistance. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. So it took me a while to figure out that the motor position has to be a certain way for me to install it back in. And on top of that, that motor is so strong, the gearing is so strong, there's no manually moving it. You can't even put pliers on it and move it. It's so strong. So I had to like hook the battery back up, hook the motor up, get it so that the two arrows lined up, and pull out the cable just in time for it to stop, because if you just pull out the key, it keeps rotating. And then getting the bolts back in has been pretty difficult, but it's not as bad as taking them out for the most part. I'm not going to be able to get that bolt way at the back installed back in, kind of put everything back together, see how it goes. But yeah, guys, it does work, but it does take hours. It does take a lot of time, and you do need help. We found situations where, Ethan and I were kind of switching back and forth to get it to work. You definitely need long fingers. I don't have them. And then you need skinny hands, and you need to be flexible. So get some yoga in before you try this fixed. Now, before I go, I want to do a quick recap of what actual bolts we had to take off. When you look into the truck through the little hole, you'll see it kind of at an angle like this. You want to take the 2 bolts out for the motor. You want to take this bolt out. You want to take both of these bolts out. This one out. And then this one. You're probably not going to be able to reach that one once you take it out and put it back in, because this is a pain in the butt. I'm going to try it out here to make sure that it works, but we couldn't get that one back in. All the other ones though, including this, we were able to get out, and by taking these 3 out, we were able to split this enough to be able to get the flap out. Now, that all being said, we did warp our flap to try to get it in here, so it doesn't move as freely as I would like. So that is one of the drawbacks that we noticed. Sometimes it binds. The motor seems to be able to cope with it okay, but it does bind a little bit. Just make sure you understand that that is one of the risks of doing it this way. We got everything semi-hooked up. Let's make sure our AC works. Fan's blowing, recirculation's working. Wow, barely any airflow when it's going to outside. We're gonna have to switch out our filter, but she's good. All right, guys. Questions, comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I'm not gonna put everything back together because I got a bunch of other projects that I need to do. I'm gonna be running some power and all that stuff for a sound system, some amps, and I'm doing a power distribution center for my center console. So I'm not gonna put everything back together just yet. Yeah, hope this video, guys, helps you guys out. Make sure you guys check the Motors and Mischiefs video. He really pioneered the ability to change it without removing the console. It's technically not easier. It's still a lot of freaking work, but it's worth a try. Hi, guys. Comments below. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.